Welcome to VeriFirst training. This section will cover general use of the VeriFirst website, specifically in regard to the student housing platform. The first step is to log onto the VeriFirst homepage. From here, click Account Login in the top right corner. We'll now log in with VeriFirst Test Account. Each user within your company will have a unique login. VeriFirst can establish 3 levels of user access: property level, regional level, and corporate level. Account Summary page. Once you log in, you'll be directed to your Account Summary page. From here, you can view applications in process, begin a new screening application, review property analytics and prior reports, and more. We'll start with applications in process. This area serves as your dashboard for pending background results or applications that otherwise require your attention. In addition to this dashboard, VeriFirst has created a monitoring system that will automatically search for an updated status on a pending application and email you when results are ready to review. The far left column refers to the report ID. Each screen that's run is given a unique report ID number. The applicant column lists the name of the applicant. The created date refers to the date the screen was run. The status column shows the status of the report. And the recommendation column lists VeriFirst's unique VeriGuide recommendation. We'll now move on to beginning the screening process. To begin screening a new application, click the large red button, New Applicant. You will now be prompted to enter the applicant's information. All fields marked with a red asterisk must be filled out. For training purposes, we have created a mock account. I will now enter the information for that account. Enter applicant data. Please note, if you are utilizing one of VeriFirst's integrations with a property management software system, there will be no need to complete this section. To help ensure FHA compliance, VeriFirst will pre-configure your screening criteria by applicant, co-applicant, and guarantor, so there is no need to select which background checks you will run for each application. International applicants. If your applicant does not have a valid Social Security number or is arriving from a foreign country, navigate to the Options drop-down and select Accept Non-U.S. Applicant ID. This option releases the requirement for a 9-digit Social Security number and adjusts your screening criteria to only search our international watchlist background check. Guarantors. By default, a guarantor is required for student housing background screens. If the student acts as their own guarantor, simply select Copy Information to Guarantor from the Options drop-down menu. Enter all information, and now you're ready to begin the background screening request. A credit history will now be run on the guarantor, which in this case is separate from the applicant. VeriFirst is now acquiring the most accurate and up-to-date information from our databases. At this time, please be sure to not refresh your browser. VeriGuide recommendation and leasing decision. Your account can be configured in one of 2 ways. VeriFirst can make a pass or green, a conditional or yellow, or a fail red recommendation, known as the VeriGuide, based on the background screening results. Your staff can then review the full details or partial details of the screening report and make a leasing decision to accept or deny. Or, if you choose to provide VeriFirst with a copy of your rental screening criteria and occupancy guidelines, VeriFirst will electronically and manually review the background results and make consistent and compliant decisions on your behalf. In this example, the account is configured so that the property makes the ultimate decision. You can see that VeriFirst provided a recommendation, but the property is responsible for choosing to accept or deny the applicant in this case. For this example, we'll choose to deny the applicant. Please note that all sections of the report are clickable. For example, if we click on National Criminal, we'll be redirected to the details of the National Criminal Report. By clicking Top or Executive Summary, we're redirected to the top of the report. We've decided to deny the applicant in this case, so we'll click Submit Decision at the top of our screen. It's now time to notify our applicants. You can click on the Notify Applicant button located on the left side navigation bar. We will need to notify both the applicant and the guarantor. An Accept decision will auto-generate an acceptance letter. A conditional acceptance will provide you with the utility to select the conditions of the Accept decision and generate a conditional acceptance letter. A Deny decision will automatically generate an adverse action letter that's both compliant with the FCRA and the Dodd-Frank Credit Score Disclosure Act. In this case, we'll choose to deny the applicant. We'll first notify the applicant. Click the button Create Letter. As a courtesy, VeriFirst provides a template letter that can be used. Please feel free to modify the formatting or wording slightly to your liking. After reviewing the letter, click the button Save this letter and print. It's now time to notify the guarantor. Click the button Create Letter. Please note that there is a separate letter that's provided for the student and the guarantor. The letter for the applicant does not include any personal data of the guarantor for confidentiality and security purposes. You can modify the formatting and wording to your liking. Then click the button Save this letter and print. Once both letters are printed, go back to your account summary page. You'll want to make sure to see Printed under each name. Since this one says Not Printed, we'll try again to be safe. We now see that it's been printed. Scroll back to Account Summary. If the letters have printed successfully, you should see the applicants removed from the Applications in Process area. Once you have notified all applicants on an application, the background screening process is marked complete. This ends the student housing training.